Hello. Hello, hello. How's it going? Okay, this is the first test of the chat, so I'm glad to see that. It's a little cut off. Type a long message for me. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much as big as I can let it be. I think it's good. Good contrast to the background too. All right. This is not Donkey Kong. um, I started preparing for this, and then it's very tempting to just like get into it. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. This is Pokemon Yellow, um, and as the title indicates, we are going to be going for a living dex. Pokemon Yellow is just what we're starting in. The goal will be to go through the entire Pokemon series and get living dex in all of the, at least the generations. Not like I'm gonna get a living dex in yellow and blue and red. We're gonna use blue and red and yellow to get every Pokemon into yellow. Um, so it's not super excessive, but yeah, we're starting with generation one. Red, blue, and yellow. So yeah, if you're not sure or if you don't know what a living dex is, it is a instead of just completing the Pokedex, um, yeah, Pokemon Red, White, and Blue. Um, it is having a living specimen of each of the different Pokemon in the Pokedex, so that I could technically call upon any of them at any time if I wanted. And it's an extra cool type of collection for that. It's not as visually appealing in this game because of how the box system works. I can't, you know, actually go and show you my living dex readily. But if you follow along, you'll be able to see the process of how we get there. So on the screen, you can see that I've got a few nifty counters here. We have our overall living dex counter. Spoiler, in red, blue, and yellow, you can get 151 Pokemon. I thought there was only 150. Um, yeah, there's 151. And then there's the game specific checklist, which there's also a spoilers for my plan on how we're going to get through this. Um, we're gonna start here in yellow, where there is the vast majority of the boxes that we need to check. These include getting certain items, evolving Pokemon, catching, obviously, trading, stuff like that. And then we get kind of less and less as we go on. We will have to play a little bit of yellow again for efficiency's sake. Um, I think having it on screen is good because otherwise there's a lot of blank space. Um, yeah, I think that was more when I was wanted to be kind of episodic on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know. Like at the at the important moments that are going to be unavoidable to show if I make this into some more kind of compilation. Just if you feel um, self-conscious about your chatting, you can be on your behavior. But of course, I can, um, I don't know, censor anything if that were to be the case. But yeah, so I think without further ado, we'll get started. Now, I did, for you who tunes into all of my streams, I did start Pokemon Yellow here on Twitch not too long ago. And that was for a different project, and it um I expect that you'll see a vast quality upgrade from that. Um so that's kind of what I'm hoping. Um and I am very excited too. Um this will not be a quick thing, even in red, blue, and yellow with one of the smaller Pokedexes. It will be a uh unknown number of streams for us to get there. And I'm not like trying to speed run this or anything. I'm just trying to have fun and document the process. So yeah, I say let's get started. Yeah, good old chunky Pikachu. Hello everyone, welcome to Pokemon Yellow. We're going to be starting this living dex process here. Yeah, let's go. On the side, how's the volume? Can I be heard over the game? The game's not too loud. Audio's not duplicated. I had an issue with that in some of my testing. Okay, it doesn't sound tinny. Okay, I guess it sounds good. Okay. Let's go! New game. Hello there, welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for fights. Myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. First, what is your name? Well, we gotta be Yellow, because we're gonna play through multiple games, so... right, so your name is Yellow. Some people eat Pokemon or marry them. Yeah, right. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were a baby. What is his name again? We'll go with the canon name of Blue. That's right, I remember now. His name is Blue. Yellow! Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go! Yeah, and do you notice that Gary is one of the options? We'll have to see when we play Red and or Blue if that's on there. Because this was made after the anime. So I will be playing as Blue and Blue. Right, all boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Professor Oak next door is looking for you. Alright. For those who follow my channel, also we did play Let's Go. It's just, I keep coming back to this, right? Yellow's house. Yellow's, gotta get used to the controls. I'm raising Pokemon too. When they get strong, they can protect me. Pallet Town, shades of your journey await. Kind of like basically two shades here. Color or no color. Blue's house. Professor Oak next door. Hi, Yellow. Blue is out at Grandpa's lab. What's this? It's a big map. This is useful. Except for I can't even look at it. Like the pastel. Yeah. It's a palette. Oak Pokemon Research Lab. Technology is incredible! You can now store and recall items and Pokemon as data via PC. Are you Professor Oak? I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. Oh. Professor Oak is the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard. I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. Yo, Yellow. Gramps isn't around. I ran here because he said he had a Pokemon for me. This one? That's a Pokeball. There's a Pokemon inside. Nothing in his trash can. It's encyclopedia-like, but the pages are blank. It's crazy. Cotton candy. It is very cotton candy. Well, I don't know if we have anywhere else to go. I can't swim. Every nook and cranny. Yep, I guess we have to go mow the lawn. Hey, wait! Don't go out! That was close. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. What? Oh, a Pokemon? Wild Pikachu appeared. He does not waste any time. Professor Oak used Pokeball. Alright, Pikachu was caught! Good for Professor Oak. Who are you? A Pokemon can appear anytime in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Blue? Why are you here already? I said for you to come by later. Ah, whatever. Just wait there. Look, Yellow. Do you see that ball on the table? It's called a Pokeball. It holds a Pokemon inside. You may have it. Go on, take it. Hey, Gramps. What about me? Be patient, Blue. I'll give you one later. I'll get a better Pokemon than you. Go ahead, it's yours. Oh! No way, Yellow. I want this Pokemon. Play with a Lillipup? They're fun, they're strong. Blue, what are you doing? Gramps, I want this one. What? Oh, alright then. That Pokemon is yours. I was going to give you one anyway. Yellow, come over here. He's so biased against his grandson. Yellow, this is the Pokemon I caught earlier. You can have it. I caught it in the wild, and it's not tame yet. Yellow received a Pikachu. Do you want to give a nickname to Pikachu? Yes, we do. What Pokemon did he get? We don't know yet. So I get to check the first box on my living dex, or my checklist. It should update momentarily. There we go. 1 out of 168. We don't get to add this to the living dex counter yet because we are going to evolve this one. But I do need maybe some nickname suggestions. Raijin. Definitely lightning based. Some kind of lightning deity. Alright, I like it. Let's take a look. Pikachu! Okay, Thundershock and Growl. Level 5. Oh, wait, Yellow! Let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. What do you think he's got? No. This is the first game that Pikachu talked. Blue wants to fight. Eevee! So this is what Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee is based off of. This counterbalance. I mean, he literally stole our Pokemon, so is he really cooler than us? Yeah. He might literally be cooler than us. But he's not putting up a very good fight. And we learned Tail Whip, because we saw him do it several times. We defeated Blue! What? Unbelievable. I picked the wrong Pokemon. You didn't really pick it. Okay. I'll make my Pokemon fight to toughen it up. Yellow, Gramps, smell you later. Oh, what? Would you look at that? It's odd, but it appears that your Pikachu dislikes Pokeballs. You should just keep it with you. That should make it happy. You can talk to it and see how it feels about you. Hey, Raijin. Pretty apathetic. Definitely an anime reference. And like, that's the selling point of the game, is you get to walk around with Pikachu, right? Back in 1997 or 8. You should talk to it and see how it feels. We've come a long way, huh? Alright, well, should we go talk to her mom? Yellow, if you drive your Pokemon too hard, they'll dislike you. You should take a rest. Thanks, Mom. Oh, good. You and your Pokemon are looking great. Take care now. Alright. Well, we're off on an adventure. Blue said he was gonna make his Pokemon fight to toughen it up. We can do the same. A Pidgey. Level 5. We have the type advantage with our Thundershock. Yeah, some of these, I mean, a lot of these sprites are very ugly. We are on Route 1 from Pallet Town to Viridian City. What is the face? Wait till you see Rattata. The red and blue sprites look less like the current rendition of the Pokemon. I work at the Pokemart. It's a convenient shop, so please visit us in Viridian City. I know, I'll give you a sample. Here you go. Yellow got a potion. But I think they're, like, overall better. I think the yellow ones, because they tried to make them look like the cartoons, they don't look as good. See those ledges along the road? It's a bit scary, but you can jump from them. You can get back to Pallet Town quicker that way. More Pidgey. Gotta look for secrets. No secrets. Trainer tips. The battle moves of Pokemon are limited by their power points, PP. To replenish PP, rest your tired Pokemon at a Pokemon Center. How do you feel now, Pikachu? He doesn't like walking. He's like, I don't like Pokeballs, but I don't like walking either. Pokemon centers heal your tired, hurt, or fainted Pokemon. There is a Pokemon Center in every town ahead. They don't charge any money either. It is kind of fantastic to think about it. You can use that PC in the corner. The receptionist told me. So kind. Yellow here has a Chansey. Along with Joy because of the anime. If you could tell, that's Chansey. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. We heal your Pokemon back to perfect health. Shall we heal your Pokemon? Heal. Okay, we'll need your Pokemon. He thought the Chansey was Jenny. Thank you, your Pokemon are fighting fit. And she bows in this one. We hope to see you again. Just pointing out the little differences between red and blue versus yellow. Those Pokeballs at your waist. You have Pokemon. It's great that you can carry and use Pokemon anytime, anywhere. The guy's trapped. Radiant City, the eternally green paradise. I suppose the color did change, didn't it? You want to know about the two kinds of caterpillar Pokemon? No. Oh, okay then. Alright. Caterpie has no poison, but Weedle does. Watch out for its poison sting. Is that how it was on the DS or whatever system, the color change? I think this is what it was like on the Game Boy Color. Because the original release of Red, Blue, and Yellow were on the original Game Boy and were therefore black and white / green if you're on the original. But I think the color palette stuff, this is reflective of the Game Boy Color. Hey, you came from Pallet Town. You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Will you take it to him? Yellow got Oak's parcel. Yeah. Black and white was a step back. Okay, say hi to me. Hi to Professor Oak for me. So we can't buy anything from the shop because of this. This shop tells a lot of paralyzed heals. The shop finally has some potions in stock. I don't care about potions, I want Pokeballs. P-O-K-E accent balls. Mew, I'm trying to memorize all my notes. Sis says Pokemon will become tame if you treat them nicely. Looked at the notebook. First page, Pokeballs are used to catch Pokemon. Up to 6 Pokemon can be carried. People who raise and make Pokemon fight are called Pokemon trainers. Turn the page? Yeah. Second page, a healthy Pokemon may be hard to catch, so weaken it first. Poison, burns, and other damage are effective. Turn the page. Third page, Pokemon trainers seek out others to engage in Pokemon fights. Battles are constantly fought at Pokemon gyms. Fourth page, the goal for Pokemon trainers is to beat the top 8 Pokemon gym leaders. Do so to earn the right to face the Elite Four of Pokemon League. Hey, don't look at my notes. Huh, that's not our goal. Okay, be sure to read the blackboard carefully. Pikachu, move please. The blackboard describes Pokemon's status changes during battles. Slip. A Pokemon can't attack if it's asleep. Pokemon will stay asleep even after battles. Use Awakening to wake them up. Burn. A burn reduces power and speed. It also causes ongoing damage. Burns remain after battles. Use Burn Heal to cure a burn. When poisoned, a Pokemon's health steadily drops. Poison lingers after battles. Use an antidote to cure poison. Frizz. If frozen, a Pokemon becomes totally immobile. It stays frozen even after the battle ends. Use Ice Heal to thaw out Pokemon. and Par. Paralysis could make Pokemon moves misfire. Paralysis remains after battles. Use Paralyze Heal for treatment. It does a pretty good job of describing everything, but it doesn't say that paralysis cuts your speed in half. It's interesting. Wonder if that was not originally planned. Speary, Tetweet. Coming up with nicknames is fun, but hard. Simple names are the easiest to remember. That's true. My daddy loves Pokemon too. This is cute back here. Spearow. Name's Speary. Looks like a duck. Yeah, so we're blessed that this Pikachu looks somewhat like a Pikachu, as we'll see as we collect more Pokemon. They will look less like their actual physical counterparts. Oh, Grandpa, don't be so mean. He hasn't had his coffee yet. You can't go through here. This is a private property. Shove me away. Alright, well, let's go deliver Oak's parcel to him. Taking the advice of the guy who said we can get back faster to Pallet this way, jump in the ledges. Yeah. Property. Private property. Level 2, they keep getting weaker. Ooh. Popcorn sounds delicious. Definitely one of my favorite snacks. Oh, Yellow! How's my old Pokemon? His old Pokemon that he had for how long? Like 5 minutes. Well, it seems to like you a lot. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What? You have something for me? Yellow delivered Oak's parcel. Ooh. What is it, like the blue bag? Or purple bag is my favorite. Is that the kettle corn? Yellow delivered Oak's parcel. Ah, this is the custom Pokeball I ordered. Thanks, Yellow. By the way, I must ask you to do something for me. Gramps! His little intro music is iconic. Gramps, my Pokemon has grown stronger. Check it out. Ah, Blue, good timing. I needed to ask both of you to do something for me. On the desk there is my invention, Pokedex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Yellow and Blue, take these with you. Yellow got Pokedex from Oak to make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream. But I'm too old. I can't do it. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps. Leave it all to me. Yellow, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one, Yellow. Ha ha ha. How does it know about Pokemon not found? What do you mean? Grandpa asked you to run an errand? Here, this'll help you. Yellow got a town map. Use the town map to find out where you are. Alright. How does it register when I'm the one who found it? Well, Pokemon are able to be transformed into data. That's why they can be stored on the PC, and likely what they're doing inside the Pokeballs is they are compressed into data. So I think that the Pokedex probably is able to scan them / scan the Pokeballs to get more information on them. So that's why, like, you get more information if you actually catch it. Level 7. Raijin, Pikachu. Yep. I mean, even the guy in the Peloton was just like, technology is amazing. You can now store Pokemon and items in the PC. You keep going on about marrying Pokemon. I don't know who here is marrying Pokemon. Alright. This is exciting here, because we're about to take our next step. We're going to exchange all of our money for Pokeballs. We can buy 15. Yeah. Sure. Alright. Let me consult my checklist just to be sure I know what I'm doing. Alright. I know what our first step is. I'm gonna save just because I can. 22 minutes. Your mom and Mr. Mime? Ash's mom, not my mom. I'm not Ash, I'm Yellow. Different. See what we got. What do you know? Pidgey. I probably can't weaken it. I think I'll probably just have to throw a Pokeball. Yay! Pidgey was caught! That is, checkbox number 2. Very docile. If attacked, it will often kick up sand to protect itself rather than fight back. It's the tiny bird Pokemon. Not to be confused with those birds. You want to give a nickname to Pidgey? Yes. And this one is going to stay as a Pidgey. So it is our first actual entry into the Living Dex. So that count should go up as well. Do we have a suggestion for Pidgey's nickname? Peep. Love it. Alright, we got Raijin and Peep. Or New York. Okay. Don't necessarily know where we're going with that, but alright. We're done on Route 1. We're gonna head over to Route 22. I'm curious. Oh, pigeons in New York City. See, Pidgey is named Pidgey. Sounds like pigeon, but I don't think it's based off a pigeon. Doesn't look anything like a pigeon. I'm curious if, is it more interesting to know what I'm looking for, or would you like to be surprised? Yes, it was an or question. You want to know. Okay. I am here on Route 22. There are 4 things that I want to catch here. But I will take advantage of this and catch the Spearow here. That is not one of the things I'm looking for. So now I gotta go find a Spearow on my list. So we might be checking some things out of order here. And this Spearow will not evolve. Okay. What do you think Spearow is? Also a tiny bird? It is also a tiny bird. Inept at flying high, however, it can fly around very fast to protect its territory. Yes, I want to give a nickname to Spearow, I mean told KFC. Okay. Alright, so on this route, we are looking for 1 Nidoran female, 1 Nidoran male, and 2 Mankey. There's Rattata for the first time. Let's see if it survives a Thunderstorm. I think it might. Yeah. Alright. The fun thing about the spreadsheet I'm using is that as I check these boxes, I set it up so it'll timestamp it. So that's just fun for me in the background. Because I'll be able to recall what order I got things in. Will chew on anything with its fangs. If you see one, it is certain that 40 more live in the area. And it's the rat Pokemon. I do want to give a nickname to Rattata. It's not 168 Pokemon, it's 168 items. Or things that I need to check off. So it might be catching a Pokemon and then evolving it. That's more than 1 item. Rat in TMNT, is it Shredder? Or is that the bad guy? I was never a TMNT nerd. Splinter? Okay. Master Splinter. This one will be staying as a Rattata. So I don't think I checked it off in my decks. Okay. Splinter. Alright. We are still on the hunt. We have caught nothing we were setting out to catch. There's one. Nidoran male. Okay. I'm just gonna throw the ball. It seems good as they'll get. Oh no! It appeared to be caught. Yay! Nidoran male was caught. Poison Pin Pokemon. Its large ears are always kept up, right? If it senses danger, it will attack with a poisonous sting. I think they're supposed to be like rabbits. Was always my understanding of them. Rabbits with horns and poison. Yeah, they got big old ears. Big old bunny ears. Poison rabbits? Yeah. What will they think of next? Peter. Ah, perfect. Alright. Peter Rabbit. Alright. We are almost full in our party. Pikachu's still raring to go. I better check that one off. And there's one of our other goals here. Alright. Oh, only level 2. I think we'll knock it out. Pikachu really isn't that strong. Two more Diglett. Oh, you're still doing the Isle of Armor hunting. Leader and female. That's another catch. Also the Poison Pin Pokemon, a mild-mannered Pokemon that does not like to fight. Beware, its small horns secrete venom. You don't know where you haven't been. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think he gives you a hint. I think you gotta find one and it tells you what's left. Lola Bunny. I see. Alright, we are at 6 Pokemon, so the next thing is going automatically to the box. Box management is definitely a thing in this game. So there's Mankey. We haven't had any duplicates. We've just been going down the line. Mankey's sprite looks actually good. Alright. And as I alluded to, we are going to catch more than one Mankey. And we will be evolving one. So this may or may not become Primate. I'll probably look at the two of them in comparison and decide which one to take. An agile Pokemon that lives in trees. It angers easily and will not hesitate to attack anything. It's the Pig Monkey Pokemon. We have a nickname for Mankey. George of the Jungle. Alright. Let's just hang around and try to find the last Mankey. If you ever notice that number doesn't go up when you think it should, just let me know. I'm probably likely to forget at least a few times. Mankey is a 20% encounter, so it shouldn't take too long. Good to know that. One interesting thing is Pikachu has, I don't know what to call him. He has some physics to him, so that if you only lightly try to move towards him, you can't. You like bump into him. So it can make moving back and forth a little annoying in this game. Pikachu is not mandatory. I could go and deposit him, but I also do want to level him up. One thing I tried to, when I made my list for myself, one thing I tried to be conscious of is I want the, I guess the possibility of all of the Pokemon being useful versions of themselves, so not compromising on movesets and stuff like that. So on some of these stone evolutions, that means leveling them up to a considerable level before I evolve them. And in my notes, Pikachu, we have to get all the way up to level 50. So we might as well get some training in for him. One thing about yellow version though is you cannot evolve Pikachu in yellow. And then so you might ask, well, Jastic, then why are you saying that Pikachu's gonna evolve? Well, we're gonna do some shenanigans where we trade our Pikachu away, evolve it, and trade it back. And there's some other little quirks that go with that. Like if Pikachu has like a hidden value in the game of its happiness. But if you just trade another Pikachu in, it retains Pikachu's happiness. So is it really Pikachu that loves me, or is it just the idea of Pikachu that loves me? You know, I personally believe evolving into a Raichu is the best thing for Pikachu, so. I only regret that I can't evolve him into an Alolan Raichu. Only our second Spearow. This is a pretty uncommon 20%. And I am kind of surprised we're not level 8. There we go. Thunder Wave. That should help with catching. I was looking a little bit into the catch rate in this game, and it's kind of screwy. In a lot of cases, and I already don't remember all the details, but in a lot of cases, Great Balls are better than Ultra Balls. Like, I think for a Great Ball to reach its maximum potential, you only have to weaken a Pokemon to half, whereas a Pokeball and Ultra Ball, you have to weaken them to a third of their health. It's just, I think you don't know. There's a lot of what appear to be coding errors in these original games. But who knows what their intention was. I get to see a full team of Pokemon healed here for the first time. Does the palette of the Pokemon Center match the town? I think it does. That's kind of fun. Alright, it's gonna be first encounter here as we go back. No! Crit. How's the Diglett hunting go? You make you got any leads? No. Were you using a guide or just kind of free form? Just trying to check off areas that I 100% know I did, and then going to ones I think I did. Okay. Well, there's only a limited number of them, but I know from experience on things like, I think in most recently in Legends ZA, the colorful screws, I had 98. I think there are 100. I had 98 out of 100. I was missing 2. And I went through like 3 guides and I couldn't find them. I went from like top to bottom on all of those guides and I didn't find them. Mankey! Level 3. Let's play it safe. Okay. Okay. Alright. This should be good enough. No! Alright. Mankey was caught. That's our second Mankey. We do still want to give it a nickname, so this will be Mankey or Primate also. I'm going to take this moment to compare the two, see which one I want to evolve. Do we have any suggestions? Curious George. Is that how you spell curious? I'm going to reference our chat. Curious. So, alright, we're about to delve into the PC for the first time and see how punishing that is. Alright, we'll go heal. Okay, this is our friend the PC. You would think, oh, it's in my PC, right? No, there's nothing in here. Professor Oak's PC? Oh, we can get our Pokedex rated. Our completion is 8 Pokemon seen, 7 Pokemon owned. Professor Oak's rating, you still have lots to do. Look for Pokemon in grassy areas. Thanks. Well, I guess someone's PC? Draw, deposit, release, change box, print box. Alright, well, we can't withdraw because we have 6 Pokemon, so we need to deposit. Doesn't tell you what Pokemon they are, it just gives you their nicknames. Lola. And Splinter. And Curious George. Alright, let's take a look at these guys. So you can kind of start to see what I mean by it's your best guess as to what Pokemon this is. 9797 with 16 health, 10797. So we should take George over Curious. He's better attack. We can go ahead and heal them up though. Alright. Go ahead and deposit Curious. We'll take Splinter back. Alright. We do need money. So I think maybe it's wise to go do this fight up here. Thank you for not damaging me, Nidoran. Let's save. Do this fight. Hey, Yellow, you're going to Pokemon League. Forget it. You probably don't have any badges. The guard won't let you through. By the way, did your Pokemon get any stronger? Yeah. Spearow. Ooh, level 9. I got a type advantage yet. Do not like the Leer. There's level 9 for me. Who's about to use Eevee? Does anybody know Growl? Oops. You don't get to look at their stats. I think you have Leer. Wow. Quit wasting my time, Blue. Just take me out. You know who did know Growl was Lola. Now I regret depositing her. I'll just go back to Rising Thunderwave. A decent hit. Oh, I know Growl. Raijin knows Growl. Fully paralyzed. Ooh, perfect. See if I can. Oh, see if I can pull this off. Come on, George. The enemy's weak. Get him, George. Sand attack missed. Yeah. Level 4. Aw, you just lucked out. I heard Pokemon League has many tough trainers. I have to figure out how to get past them. You should quit dawdling and get a move on. Let's go ahead and put George. Hi, Georgie. Uh-oh. Only level 2. I think we can take him. Something interesting. There are no genders in this this game. with the exception of Nidoran. But they are counted as completely separate Pokemon. Not that that's the exception nowadays. They are still counted as completely separate Pokemon. Which I think if they didn't have Pokedex numbers that incremented, they would undo that, because there are many Pokemon that have gender differences like that, where they learn different moves and stuff, or have different abilities. Yeah, I'm hoping for you that they're both in the same place. Because then when you find the other, it'll tell you that you got one left. That's what I'm hoping. Alright, I'm gonna save here. I'm going to take a quick break. And then keep at it. So, I will see you soon. Alright, we are back. Just like my little new break music and intro music. Thought that was kind of fun to pick out. It's royalty free, of course. Well, we've done everything that we can seemingly do, but this guy is not laying in the road anymore. When I go to shop in Pewter City, I have to take the winding trail in Viridian Forest. Ah, I've had my coffee now, and I feel great. Sure, you can go through. Surely you can go through. I'm sorry I was so rude to you. I see you're using a Pokedex. I'll show you how to catch Pokemon as my apology. Rattata. Oh, he's confident. He's only got one Pokeball. Oh, it broke out. Shoot, it was so close too. That didn't work. I must be losing my touch. I've run out of Pokeballs too. I have to get some at Pokemon Mart. Alright, see you, dude. Already going here. Yeah, that's Speary. Oh, hidden item. Viridian City Pokemon Gym. Oh, we're at a gym already. This Pokemon Gym is always closed. I wonder who the leader is. Closed. You just walk through the door. The gym's doors are locked. Oh. Alright. Trainer tips. Catch Pokemon and expand your collection. The more you have, the easier it is to fight. Maybe. Maybe I will catch them all. Maybe I will have them all at the same time in some kind of living Pokedex. Maybe. Alright, where are we now? Route 2. Viridian City to Pewter City. Alright. I am not catching anything here. Onward. Beyond Route 2. To Pewter City, I guess. You have to roam far to get new kinds of Pokemon. Look for other types outside of Viridian Forest. What is this Viridian Forest? Are you going to Viridian Forest? Be careful. It's a natural maze. Trainer tips. Weaken Pokemon before attempting capture. When healthy, they may escape. They may escape when they're unhealthy, too. I came here with some friends. They're out for Pokemon fights. One of these has a hidden item, too. Maybe that's only in... Ah, here it is. Alright, I am catching something here. Not a Metapod. That's right, I was gonna I'm not keeping it a secret. We are looking for 3 Caterpie. And I specifically want to catch Caterpie because as Metapod, all they know is Harden. And if I want to not compromise on movesets, I want them to at least have Tackles and String Shot. You can't find Butterfree in the wild, so that's why I gotta catch 3. Good experience for George. There's a Caterpie. Caterpie is a 50% encounter in here. Levels 3 to 6. That seems good enough. Get ready for a Caterpie slash Metapod slash Butterfree nickname. Caterpie was caught. Monarch. It's the worm Pokemon. If you touch the feeler on top of its head, it will release a horrible stink to protect itself. Monarch. Oop, on bark. R-C-H. We'll see how far we get on this. That is one Caterpie. Oh, I forgot to check Mankey. Now that we had two, one of them will stay as a Mankey. Only level 3 Caterpie. Well, getting low on Pokeballs already. We should be making some money here in a few. Alright, another nickname for Caterpie. This one, I mean, it's hard to compare between levels, so I will probably not evolve this to Butterfree almost assuredly. Just noticing that the chat clears when I change scenes, which is just good to know. I don't think it'll be a huge issue. Alright, that is 2 Caterpies. And one more to go. Here we are, level 4. So this one will at minimum become a Metapod. Oof, loose. Found one wandering in the wetlands. Did it say it was the last one? Oh, that's a relief, to be honest. If you know you only have 2 left, it's a matter of time. Alright, last name, this will be a Metapod or a Butterfree. You trusted your gut on that one. Paid off. Mariposa. Alright, let's go check out our Caterpies. We do have to evolve 2 of them to Metapod and 1 to Butterfree. Caterpie evolves into Metapod at level 7. And Butterfree, or Metapod evolves to Butterfree at level 10. So pretty quick. Yay! Now, my question, one with the guide total. What does that mean? I only had to use the guide to find 1. Ah. I think I like Pete. But let's just see. We can look at the movies here. 8896. Seven, 8, 9, 6. So, not that attack is the most important thing. But we're gonna take Monarch as our chief Caterpie. Mariposa as our backup. I actually think I'm gonna deposit Peter and take KFC. That's great. That's quite an accomplishment. So I'm trying to remember what the final prize is. It a Diglett? Sorry if I spoiled it for you, but I'm just curious. Yeah, I don't mind. I just didn't want to spoil it for you. Alright, let's see. I'm Alolan Diglett with 6 perfect IV. Really? I didn't know it had 6 perfect IVs. I did think, I mean, I seemingly remember that it was a Diglett. Okay. I can check off Caterpie in my total. We're at 7. That's good. Alright. So this is what I was gonna say. I'm thinking about having, like, if I'm planning on ending around 2 hours stream, the last 15 to 20 minutes I always institute as like a grinding time, so that I can just try to make progress for the most part, and then do the grinding in a concentrated time. Yeah, right. That's definitely what I'm talking about in this context. So I don't think having Caterpie at the front is for the best. Gotta stay hydrated. Hi, do you have a Pikachu? I do. Do you? Lass! George on the back is wild. Yeah. If you thought the front sprites were ugly. I'm definitely used to these. These are just purely nostalgic. I honestly, like, can't see them with, like, fresh eyes. That's a good question. Let me Quick Google. The Pokemon anime premiered on September 7th, 1998. The video game came out on September 28th, 1998. And the card game came out in January of 99. This is in the West. So from my own potential experience, the cards were out last. Keep you out. Nice hit. And then now we can switch. The game, yes, the game is like the inspiration for everything. So in Japan. But I didn't want to answer right away because I did feel like it was true. I looked forever, but I never found a Pikachu here. It's because they don't spawn in yellow. I thought I remembered that the anime technically came out before the game, because in the West, the perception was that the game was based off the anime. Yeah, it's, I mean, to really get an understanding of the Pokemon, you had to have the adjacent materials, but like, this was back in the day where instruction manuals were a thing, and there was a lot of good art of the Pokemon in there. Obviously not all of them, not a lot of the evolved forms, but then you got like Charizard on the cover. I mean, look how good Pikachu looks in the art in the corner of my stream versus what's on screen. That was at least on the cover. Yeah. Some are better than others. Excuse me. There's a level 6. Let's see, what is our next goal? We have the standing goal of evolving our Caterpies and our Mankey. I mean, you could look at their stats and see them. Yeah, that's good. We need Pokeballs. See, here's George, our friend. I get what you mean, though. For poison, use antidote. Get it at Pokemon Marts. Trainer tips. If you want to avoid battles, stay away from grassy areas. I ran out of Pokeballs to catch Pokemon with. You should carry extras. This is the... I guess if I'm going to run low on Pokeballs, this is the game to do it in. There are no shiny Pokemon in the original games. Those don't come until Gold and Silver, which would be Generation 2. So we're off the hook. We don't need like emergency stock of Pokeballs. we will be able to find everything that we could potentially miss again. Alright. Trainer, trainer, trainer. Hey, you have Pokemon. Come on, let's battle them. Don't you want to battle me? More Caterpies? I want to look one thing up. When does Mankey learn low kick? Because we're gonna want that for Sir Brock. Level 9. We should be able to get there. Milcery. I can see it. Barely hanging in there, George. They're just Caterpies. Caterpie can't cut it. Shh, you'll scare the bugs away. Sounds good to me. But long and noodly. Yeah, like the milk droplets aren't completely separating. If you look up Mankey Red and Blue and see its front sprite, it begins to make more sense why he looks exactly like that. Because the front one is rather long and noodly. But then they made this one look more like the anime, but they didn't redo any of the back sprites for yellow. They only did the front. Alright, let's see if we can charge through Viridian Forest now here. Mankey got an upgrade. Yeah, see, like I said, some of them, even though they look bad, they look good by comparison. It'll be interesting going to blue and red after this one. Yo, you can't jam out if you're a Pokemon trainer. Catcher has a Metapar. Don't harden, Metapod. That just makes it take longer. So what's the goal now that you got all the Diglets? Pokedex completion at some point. Yeah. How, next week, last stream for Sword and Shield, or you're playing Shield, right? It's crazy. How long has it been? Like a year, right? shield hurt. Yeah. There's low kick. What do you have in mind what you're gonna play next? I ran out of Pokemon. These guys are poor. Darn, I'm going to catch some stronger ones. Alright. 10 months from when you started. Contact Professor Oak via PC to get your Pokedex evaluated. I did do that. Not quite a year. I mean, it doesn't feel like it overstayed, and I know you took a break. Yeah, in the middle. Without giving too much away. What is, okay. Legends Arceus. I'm gonna be the best. You just can't beat me. Project Octopath. Three Hopes. Scarlet. That's it. Okay. Do you already own all of these? No. Which ones do you or do you not own? You don't own Three Hopes. So that could okay. So that begs the question, you are not going to stream Fortune's Weave? Because that comes out like you could take like a few weeks break. It comes out what, September 12 or something like that. I'm not like that nerdy about it. There just was the direct this week. And you'll probably be faster than me. I'm typing on my phone here. Comes out the 17th, so mid to late September. So it would be a you could get some, what, how many weeks in between? You could get pretty deep into something. But yeah, it is pretty quick. So if you're planning on streaming that right away, maybe not doing something super involved or something that you could pick up later without a hitch, you know? After all I did? What did you do? A Metapod is cool because its attack is its defense. Maybe Picopio would be the vibe. I mean, yeah, the DLC just came out. Did you get into that? No. Yeah. I mean, he probably won't. Okay. Yeah. I mean, let me tell you what to do. Do whatever you feel like. That's kind of what I was sitting here as like, oh, I should probably do Donkey Kong. And I was like, but I really want to do this, and it's just like, at the end of the day, I should do what I want to do. This is not work. This is not a job. I'm not trying to necessarily please viewers. I appreciate anybody who stops by and watches. If I wanted to if I wanted to cater to viewers, I wouldn't be playing the oldest Pokemon game out there. I'd be like, all right, let's get into Scarlet and Violet, or Pokopia, or Champions, or whatever, you know. Oh, Pidgey. How do I move moves? Nice, nice. Trainer tips. No stealing of Pokemon from other trainers. Catch only wild Pokemon. Oh. You're leaning Arceus. I mean, I think it's a good pick. I think it's hands down you wouldn't. So you would just need to decide at Fortune's Weave, do you want to play that day and date? Or do you want to have an uninterrupted thing? If you're looking for an audience, playing a Fortune's Weave right away is gonna probably pick up more people that just haven't come across you, something like that. But I don't think I think the hardest thing about Arceus is that it is it's probably less forgiving. You're good at this. It's probably less forgiving if you don't remember how to play. Yeah. I mean, I'm personally gonna get it and want to play it a lot, you know, but I probably won't stream it. Yeah, so be more casual. But the discourse surrounding it, I would want to be able to argue why it's a good game, or why Three Houses is better, right? Yeah, exactly. So it's almost, I don't know, yeah. So if you want your first playthrough to be captured too, it's kind of one of those things if you want to do it sooner rather than later so that you can really dig in sooner. I think it sounds like a good plan. Sometimes you can find stuff on the ground. I'm looking for the stuff I dropped. You mean this? I'm not giving him the potion back. Alright. Oh, I missed. We are getting to the tail end of my stream here. Trainer tips. If you want to avoid battles, stay away from grassy areas. Have you noticed the bushes on the roadside? They can be cut down by a special Pokemon move. Many Pokemon live only in forests and caves. You need to look everywhere to get different kinds. Oh, I will be. Yeah, and streaming, I mean, has like a discussion about it. Streaming isn't going to be the fastest way to experience it, but I mean, it's going to be more engaging in the moment. Any Pokemon that takes part in battle, however short, earns EXP. There aren't many serious Pokemon trainers here. They're all like bug catchers, but Pewter Gym's Brock is totally into it. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. We heal your Pokemon back to perfect health. I guess I don't need to read that every time. So the noting now that the Pokemon Center does match the palette of the city. Pokemon Centers are wonderful. They heal Pokemon completely. Even conditions like sleep, burn, poison, and others are cured. What a nice song. Oh. Oh. Pikachu. Pikachu. Oh, how embarrassing, buddy. Yawn. When Jigglypuff sings, Pokemon get drowsy. Me too. Snore. Aww. He doesn't hate me anymore. What? Team Rocket is at Mount Moon? Huh? I'm on the phone. Scram! Alright. We've explored that much of Pewter City. It is the last 15 to 20 minutes of my stream here. So, like I indicated, let's go ahead and do some grinding. This is something that I was thinking about doing, and I should come up with a way to do this faster for the future, but to make things interesting, grinding up adding to my grind a random Pokemon that I then have to use on the next stream, just because I'm gonna have access to all of the Pokemon theoretically. So let's see here. Got Monarch. Well, I guess well, no. If it comes up with one of the ones I'm already using, I'll just reroll. George, Ryging, Peep, Mariposa, KFC. Who else do I got? That's why I'll be more prepared next time for this. Pause it. KFC. Okay, so we got Boog. And Lola. Curious. Splinter. And Peter. Peep. I'm okay with that. So Peep will join the team for next time. So we'll be sure to grind him up too. Alright, so we'll put 20 minutes on the clock. I think Viridian Forest, because of the I think think it's not a bad thing that I didn't. Oh yeah, this is the team. Okay. And just to remind myself, Monarch is the one that we are primarily evolving. Alright. So, I don't know. We should probably, for the grinding sessions, come up with, I don't know, something super interesting to talk about, which is why I want to limit it to, or try to spread it out. There's going to be a lot of grinding that happens because of the nature of this challenge. So I don't want to do just like save it all for the end. I want to try to do some along the way. And it'll also allow us to actually use some of the interesting Pokemon that we come across along the way. Yeah, if you have any suggestions on what to talk about. This Caterpie is not going to be the fastest thing. Brain entering rest. Yeah, I get it. I started a little bit later than I intended. Yeah. Because I do want this to be interesting. But it's, hey. If it's relaxing too, that's okay. I saw something earlier today. Maybe this is just something that you can do on the side. But quizzing on a random number, guessing which Pokemon it is, or seeing how close you can get. Alright, it's one level down. Pidgey. $5.70. I'll try to tell my thought process. So it's definitely black and white. Generation 5. Lileep is too early. 570. Solosis. Should I look up how close I am? Or are you gonna assist? Zorua. Solosis is 577. So pretty darn close, if I do say so myself. That's Lileep. Yeah. Am I gonna win this? Uh-oh. 750. That's past X and Y. So that would be a Alola. Let's say... I think Rockruff's a really good guess. Now I'm nervous. I'll say, like, Comfey. I'm gonna look it up. Comfey. Comfey is... the AI didn't tell me. 764. So I am 14 high. I think Rockruff might have it. I think Rockruff's probably like 740s. Wow. 6. I think X and Y is like where I'm probably go from amazing at this to just okay. I think I'm pretty confident. See, if I thought about it long enough, yes, I could hands down get any of the first 151. So if you're me to really like quiz on it, it's got to be like a snap. 468. Okay. 68. I think... I'm gonna say Weavile. You keep going to the Hoenn fossils. Weavile is my guess. I think that's like just before all of the evolutions. Look up Weavile. Weavile is 461. What was it? 468? Yeah. So my first thought was it's Togekiss. My first thought was to do like Leafeon, but then I was like, that feels like too early, because there's 493 up to the end of that generation. I know it has a lot of legendaries. $9.46. That's gonna be hard. Scarlet and Violet are a mystery to me. I don't even know. I think Sword and Shield ends just after 900. Like, I want to say like Grookey is like 906 or something like that. So low kicks I think is too early. So if I'm just trying to beat you, I definitely feel more confident. What's like middle there? Tinkatuff. I'm gonna say Tinkatuff. And I meant to say Tinkaton, but I said Tinkatuff, and so we're just going with that. Tinkatuff is 958. So 12 late. Bramblin. Everybody remembers Bramblin. Especially where it falls in the Pokedex. Alright, I at least want to get Monarch to Metapod, and then I'll try to train up Peep a little bit. What number is Flittle? So now we're doing the reverse. Is it before or after Bramblin? I'm gonna say after. So Bramblin was 946. 955. No. What do you mean exactly? It is. I mean, it was an educated guess. Well, they do tend to group them in locations. Sorry, I gotta focus on the game. Yay, we got Metapod! So that's at least a checkbox for evolving it. Doesn't go in our living dex yet, because we're evolving that one into Butterfree. Alright, let's move Peep up. I got it because, yeah, they're a lot of times grouped in location. And Bramblin and Flittle are both found in the desert. So I figured it had to be in the same little area. And then I determined that Tinkatuff was 958. So that would mean 957 is Tinkatink. And then if I think Flittle is right before that, it has this Pathra, so that would be 956. So close as you could get this there. Beware. What else? What was the one in Alola that we did? 750 was Mudsdale. Okay, so there's Salandit and Salazzle, Dupider, Araquanid, Fomantis, Lurantis. Whoa! Okay. This is a 1% encounter. We're gonna try to catch it. Yikes. This is a nod, definitely a nod. I mean, this whole game is a nod to the anime, but this is specifically a nod to the anime because Ash caught a Pidgeotto in Viridian Forest. Oh, don't kill it. Alright. Gotta find Pidgeotto way down the list, because I was not planning on catching it this early. I need a nickname for Pidgeotto. It's a bird. It's not a tiny bird anymore. This Pokemon is full of vitality. It constantly flies around its large territory in search of prey. You want me to name it Big Bird? Alright. Oh, Pikachu disappeared because he fainted. Oh, we have Big Bird in the back now. Alright, beware. 968. Or not 9, sorry. No. Don't hold me to that. 768. $760. Okay. Alright, not a lot of time left for Peep to get some levels in. Golisopod is 768. Okay. In my mind, I put those right next to each other. It's been so long since I played Sun and Moon. That was my jam. Alright. Have a good night. I will be wrapping it up in 2 minutes. I think we can get Peep to 7. You need it big. I don't know if they're gonna if Sun and Moon is their priority to re-release on the Switch. I'm holding out for Ruby and Sapphire. Yeah, I mean there are ways around it. That's all I'll say about that. Wow, we made it to 7. Alright. That's that experience curve for you. What do you mean, clearly? Alright. Give me one more level, Pidgey. We're at 20. How do you feel about, well, I think it's too early to do that, grinding off screen. Maybe, like, I'll just keep in mind of, like, as we get started up next time, as we say our hellos and our greetings and how's it going and how's the volume, that we just do a little bit of more leveling. But we made it to 8. Here's our peeps, literally our peep, level 8. Compare it. It's not fair to compare it to Big Bird here. That's kind of wild. We got George up to 10. He has low kick. We're prepared for the gym. Pikachu, Raijin, is a little bit more friendly to us. Monarch, we made it to Metapod. And Mariposa here in the back is destined to be a Metapod as well. We didn't quite get him there. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in front so that in the intro we can grind him up to Metapod. That sounds good. Alright, thanks for joining. This is a, what did Professor Oak say? A great undertaking in Pokemon history. And it surely is, because this is the start of many streams. I mean, we spent 2 hours here, and I got 13 items in my checklist, 7 Pokemon in the Pokedex. Even just to complete what I want to in Pokemon Yellow, 13 divided by 168, we made it 7 to 8% through. So 100 divided by 7.7, that's 13 streams for just Yellow. So yeah. All right. Thanks for joining again. I will hopefully see you again soon. Bye.